Hello there, everybody. Welcome into the AOB studios. Scott Oshman, always off-brand, simplifying e-commerce, throwing all kinds of fun. And today's just a little twist, just a twist. Yes, next week we have a phenomenal guest. Summer and Haley will be back, but today's a little twist. I wanted to just kind of intro this real quick. So here at the Quickfire Podcast Network, on the Laugh and Learn series, Scotty O turns into producer Scotty O for the great show, the great podcast, also on YouTube, Brain Driven Brands, hosted by Sarah Levinger and Nate Lagos. They're the marketers of marketers. Sarah uses psychology in marketing and has been doing this for 15 years for some of the biggest brands actually out there in D2C and beyond. Nate Lagos is the VP of marketing for Original Grain Watches, which is a pretty decent big brand, but it's been on a rocket ship, and a lot's that to do with Nate. Those two, I mean, if you took Summer and I and Haley and you tried to figure out the D2C version, these guys are fantastic. They did an episode where Sarah created this whole game about the $100 million marketing game, the sweepstakes, on ChatGPT, and they kind of basically went at each other to see who could create with these rules and all this stuff, who could actually win the $100 million marketing game. And that's the episode I want to kind of cross promote right here. Brain Driven Brands. Sarah Levinger. She runs Tether Insights, TETHER Insights.io. Nate Lagos, you can follow him on Twitter, on LinkedIn, Original Grain. That's all this stuff. So we're going to kind of slide in and get you comfortable. If you haven't heard Brain Driven Brands, I don't know if this episode will make you want to check it out, but hope you enjoy.
Welcome to Brain Driven Brands.
Welcome.
Celebrity Deathmatch episode.
Celeb against celeb. Hey, this is a safe space, okay? We're all friends here. At the end of the day, there's still love. It's gonna be fine. Or we may never work together again after this. Who knows? Today on Brain Driven Brands, we're gonna jump right in because we're gonna do something that makes no sense at all, and that I came up with in the last 5 minutes, because that's how Sarah rolled. We are doing a game with chat today to see who the better marketer is. Is it me or is it Nate? It's probably going to be Nate, and I'm scared a little bit. So,
We'll find out.
You ready for this?
Yeah, you haven't been on the brand side in a while.
I have not. I really haven't. I haven't lived it. I haven't breathed it. I also haven't done growth marketing in quite a while. Like, it's been a minute because I've been focused on consumer insights and helping brands understand people.
I've only ever had success selling stuff made out of wood. So
true.
We'll see if that translates
in
to
like
anything
luxury
else.
markets.
Yeah.
Okay, so how this is going to work. We're going to talk to chat real quick. Chat is setting up this game for us. And it's going to give us a brand. It's going to give us a customer base. And then it's going to let us pick from some marketing strategies. And then we're going to ask chat to award a winner here at the end of this game.
All right.
Is this going to work? I don't know. Is chat going to actually get us to the end of this game without derailing itself? We don't know.
We'll see. This episode also might sit in a Dropbox folder for a year because we don't like it.
It totally might. Also, shout out to producer Scotty. He's amazing. He's probably going to have to cut a lot of this episode. So apologies.
Yeah, edit heavy episode.
Just depends on what chat brings back. You never know what chat's going to do. Okay, so first we're going to ask chat. Here we go. Ready? Okay, can you explain the game to us? And then go ahead and launch it. Give it a second.
All right. Welcome to the $100 million marketing draft. Sarah and Nate, you each have $100 million in imaginary ad spend to build the next great DTC brand.
Oh, it's already freaking out.
So the market is ruthless. Your audience is unpredictable, and I'll be throwing twists and challenges at you along the way. Here's how it works. First, I'll assign your brand category. This is the business you're launching today. Then we'll determine your target audience, because knowing who you're selling to is just as important as what you're selling. Once you have your brand and audience, you'll draft 3 core marketing strategies from a pool of options. You'll take turns picking, and once a strategy is taken, it's off the board. But be warned, things will go wrong. I'll be dropping in throughout the game with unexpected market shifts, consumer behavior twists, and competitor sabotage. You'll have to adapt on the fly to survive.
Oh my
At
God.
the end, we'll reveal your first year revenue and let the audience decide who built the stronger brand.
All right, let's
get
do it.
started.
If
First,
this works,
let's
it's gonna
find
be
out what
sick.
kind of brand you're building today. Rolling for brand categories. Sarah, your brand is luxury water brand.
All right,
Your
all
goal
right.
is to convince people to pay 5 to 10x more for water
I can do
by
that.
using branding, storytelling, and strategic marketing. Nate, your brand is protein-infused ice cream. You're launching a high-protein, low-calorie ice cream brand, going up against competitors like Halo Top and Nix. Round 1, audience assignment. You know what you're selling, but now let's see who your core customer base is. Rolling for audience. Sarah, your primary customer base is wealthy but eco-conscious millennials. They want premium products, but care about sustainability, ethics, and aesthetics.
Okay.
Nate, your primary customer base is hardcore fitness bros. These guys care about macros, gains.
Come on.
If it helps
You
them
got
stay
the easier
shredded,
crowd.
they're
Shut up.
at round 2, marketing strategy draft. You each now get to pick 3 core marketing strategies from the list below. You'll
right.
take turns picking one at a time. Choose wisely, because once a strategy is picked, the other player can't use it. Strategy pool.
Okay, we're going to pause it there. So did everybody get that? Hopefully.
All right.
This is going to be fascinating.
I'm
All right,
taking
so-
notes, by the way. I'm taking this seriously.
Oh, come on. All right. You're going to freaking do it. Okay. So here's what we got. Chat has now assigned us both a brand for the $100 million marketing draft. Mine is luxury water, which, hey, shout out to me because I
Nice.
freaking love luxury water. If anybody doesn't know, Sarah's like a huge Liquid Death fan. So luxury water brand.
Aquapon is better.
Nate's brand is a protein infused ice cream, which again, I think is not fair because you got the easier brand, but whatever, we'll keep going.
I'm sorry. Are there any protein ice creams that are doing more than Liquid Death revenue these days?
Okay. All right. Again, this is just, you get the roll dice. This is just what chat aside. I have no idea if this is going to work. All right, here we go. So audience assignment. My primary customer base is wealthy, but eco-conscious millennials. They want premium products, but care about sustainability, ethics, and aesthetics. So that's fascinating. All right, I got to think about like what my tactic will be for that. So Sarah gets wealthy, but eco-conscious millennials. Nate's primary customer base is hardcore fitness bros. They care about macros, gains, and low sugar. If it helps them stay shredded, they're in. So Sarah's in luxury, not luxury water brand. Nate is in protein infused ice cream. I'm going after wealthy, eco-conscious millennials. Nate is going after hardcore fitness bros.
Easy.
What do we think so far?
Easy money.
Is it fun?
Yeah.
I'm having so much fun.
I'm so
Okay.
excited to get into it. Let's go.
I'm really scared. Okay. Here we go. So we're going to ask chat to continue on. The next piece of this is going to be drafting the actual marketing strategy. Chat is going to give us basically a pool of stuff to pick from. You can only pick from things on this list. You cannot make up your own. Only things on the list. Are you
Don't
ready?
like that.
Okay.
If the number one option on the list is hire Sarah to do a customer insights program for us, I'm gonna be like,
You're
all right.
so kind. That's so nice of you. 100% agree. 100% agree with that. Okay, here we go.
All right, welcome to round 2, the marketing strategy draft. You each have your brand and target audience, but now it's time to build your marketing playbook. How this works. You will take turns picking 3 core marketing strategies from the list below. Once a strategy is picked, the other player cannot use it. You need to think about what works best for your audience and what might sabotage your competitor if you take it first. Strategy pool. 1, influencer partnerships. 2, subway station takeovers. 3, TikTok UGC
Oh my
blitz. 4, AI-driven personalization. 5, psychological
We'll pause
pricing
it in a second.
tricks. 6, print mail catalogs. 7, high-end retail collabs. 8, referral-based loyalty program. Sarah, since you're selling luxury water to wealthy but eco-conscious millennials, you get first pick. Sarah, what's your first marketing strategy? Nate, get ready to go next.
All right. I'm going to get, that was a lot. I'm going to copy and paste them for you.
Yeah,
I'm going to copy and paste them in the chat. All right. So here's what we got. So chat wants us to pick from 8 different strategies in this pool. 1, influencer partnerships. 2, subway station takeovers, which I think it means the billboards. Is that what that means? Like,
I guess, yeah.
in the subways? Okay. So subway station takeovers. Number 3 is TikTok UGC blitz. 4 is AI driven personalization. 5 is psychological pricing tricks. Dang it. It knows me too well. Number 6 is print mail catalog. 7, high-end retail collabs. And 8, referral-based loyalty program. So take a minute. Look at this list.
Okay.
You have to pick. What did it say? So you can only pick 3 of these. And once it's picked, you cannot pick any more.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
This is the most fun I've ever had. Oh my God. I'm so scared. Producer Scotty's just like dying in the room over there. I don't know what's going to happen, people, because I didn't actually prep this before we got into this. I'm literally doing this in real time. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, I have to pick which one I want. All right, thinking. All right.
You don't have your first pick already?
I think I know. All right.
That's crazy.
Okay. All right, chat. So I think my choices for the strategy pool, I would like to do psychological pricing tricks. Oh my God, this is so hard.
No. You just pick one.
No, you pick 3.
It's a draft. We go back and forth.
No, all right, fine.
Just pick all of yours and leave me with
my first pick is psychological pricing tricks.
Okay.
Let's see what he says.
All right. Sarah is locking in psychological pricing tricks as her first pick. That means, Nate, you're up next. You're selling protein-infused ice cream to hardcore fitness bros. What's your first marketing strategy?
All right, Nate, what's your pick?
Influencer partnerships.
Nate has locked in influencer partnerships. That means psychological pricing tricks and influencer partnerships are off the board. Back to you, Sarah. What's your second pick?
I picked TikTok UGC Blitz.
Sarah locks in TikTok UGC Blitz. That means psychological pricing tricks and TikTok UGC Blitz are off the board for Sarah. And
all right, Nate, what's your second?
Is off the board for Nate. Nate, it's back to you. What's your second pick?
I'll take high-end retail collabs.
Nate picks high-end retail collabs because he's weird.
Nate picks high-end retail collabs. Interesting move for a protein ice cream brand.
Thank you. Even chat thinks you're weird.
That means high-end retail collabs is off the board. Sarah,
you guys have no imagination.
Final pick. What's your last strategy?
I pick AI-driven personalization.
Sarah locks in AI-driven personalization. That means Sarah's final marketing playbook is psychological pricing tricks, TikTok UGC Blitz, AI-driven personalization. Nate, it's time for your final pick. What's your last strategy?
Referral-based loyalty program.
Nate locks in referral-based loyalty program. That means Nate's final marketing playbook is influencer partnerships, high-end retail collabs, referral-based loyalty program. Round 2 complete.
What do you think
Sarah
they
is leaning
mean?
into premium pricing psychology.
Okay, we're going to pause it for a second.
What do you think they mean by high-end retail collabs?
I have no idea. That's why I was like, you picked that one?
I'm thinking like Whole Foods and Trader Joe's.
Oh,
are you thinking
okay.
like Gucci
all right.
and like shit like that?
No, I think it's probably, you're looking for higher end, like, I don't know, grocery stores, basically.
That's what I was hoping for.
I mean, I think that's right. Okay. Oh my God. All right. What do we think of this so far, Producer Scotty? This is the most fun I've ever had ever. And I'm terrified. I don't know what's going on.
I think it's clear that I'm winning. I don't know if there's a scoreboard yet.
God. All right. We'll see.
I feel like
I'm
poised for a big year.
Oh my God. This is going to be intense. All right.
By the way, why don't we just launch a brand for real?
We 100% should. I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, Nate and I would crush.
Why don't we just launch a brand?
Okay.
It can be funded by the podcast.
Oh, all right. Hey, we'll build it on the podcast. If you guys want to watch Nate and me build a brand, come find us and comment on.
Because it'd be way funnier if there was actual money at the end of this game.
100%. Would that be great if we were actually making money off of this game that we're playing? Hey, I am into it. I'm freaking here for it. All right. Who's ready for round 3? Round 1, round 2 is done. Round 3, we're going to move on to our first unexpected marketing twist, our market twist. Sorry. First unexpected market twist. Here we go.
All right, Sarah. Your wealthy, eco-conscious customers are turning against plastic. They're flooding social media, calling for glass-only bottles, and they're saying any brand still using plastic is not truly sustainable.
My cogs are going to skyrocket.
90% of your current production is plastic. What's your move? Do you do damage control? Launch an emergency PR campaign explaining your transition plan while secretly offloading your plastic inventory? Go all in. Immediately halt plastic production and announce a limited edition glass bottle rebrand, but at a huge cost.
Ooh.
Fight back. Argue that plastic is actually more eco-friendly in the long run.
I don't
but
like
risk
this game.
alienating your audience. Sarah, what's your strategy?
Oh, God. I think I'm going to go all in. I'm going to go all in and change it all to glass and just eat the cost.
That's the right call.
Scotty says no. Bad
Sarah
idea.
is going all in. She's halting plastic production immediately and switching her luxury water
I gotta
brand
do what the
to
customers
100%
want.
glass bottles.
I have to.
The cost. This move will slash profits in the short term, but it cements your brand as the true premium, eco-friendly water on the market.
Thank
Crushed
you.
Your audience loves the commitment and turns your glass bottles into a status symbol. The payoff. TikTok UGC creators start flexing their glass bottles in aesthetic morning routine videos. AI-driven personalization lets you target high net worth customers with tailored messaging about sustainable luxury.
Yep.
Your pricing power just went through the roof. You can now charge even more. Your brand image is intact, but can your business survive the financial hit? We'll see. Nate, your turn. Nate, your protein.
All right, hold on. We're
this
starting
is
with
killer. Like
we're
I'm
starting
having
with
so much fun with this.
$100 million budget, right?
Yeah, $100 million
Okay,
budget.
that we can, that we
We're
can
just gonna
produce.
crush it
We
on
can-
this. Okay. To Scotty's point, this game definitely needs a CFO because this would not have flown. Like if I would have come back to the team and been like, "Hey, we need to go all in on glass bottles, increase our COGS by like 10x, and
I don't know.
just get in on this," I don't know that the brand would have like accepted that. I think the brand would be like, "Sarah, no,
I don't know.
absolutely not."
Depends how early we were and how much inventory we had in plastic.
Yeah, I suppose. I chose this particular route mostly because, again, the consumers wanting something is different than a cultural trend that's going to continue to move forward within the actual societal base from now on. So if you
it was
see
clear
this
that
happening,
customers are pissed.
exactly. If you see this happening where customers are like, we just don't like the influencer that you used, please don't change everything just because they're like getting a little cranky about stuff.
Yeah.
If you see them ask specifically for something and their behavior is following that, meaning you notice the entire market is now starting to all go over to glass, this is something you got to pay attention to. This is like incredibly important for any brand who's in these type of markets. Anybody who wants eco-friendly stuff, if your consumers want it, check to see that their behavior is aligned with that.
Yeah.
Because it could be a trend. It could be an entire cultural shift. Scotty O says it happened with Sig water bottles. Yes, 100%.
It's also because we kind of dabble in the eco-sustainable world with our give back initiatives, but it's super important to realize, like, is this something people say they care about, or is this something people actually care about? Because everyone says they care about it, and it's like, cool. Yep. Do you want to pay an extra $3 in order to make it carbon neutral? And they're like,
no. I don't want to pay $3. Okay, my dollars are important.
And we'll keep planting trees, and that's it. That's all we'll do. And it's a lot of trees. 750,000 for the record. That's a lot of
trees. You guys do crush it with the trees.
Almost to 1 million. But. All right, Sarah. I think you did great.
Thank you. I'm so excited.
All right, I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't wait to see what the consumers are going to do to you. Because I felt attacked personally. I was like, consumers, calm down. All right,
Nate. The fitness world has turned against artificial sweeteners. Even though your product is totally safe, influencers are spreading fear and your sales are dropping. Your move? Launch an aggressive education campaign. Partner with scientists and dietitians to prove your ingredients are safe. Quickly reformulate, swap out the artificial sweeteners for a clean label alternative, but risk taste and production delays. Lean into controversy, embrace the bad boy of fitness food label, and double down on the idea that real results don't come from fake trends. Nate, what's your play?
Clean alternative, reformulate.
You're going to reformulate?
Yeah.
What? Okay.
Sales are down.
I have a very different take on this, but okay.
Sales are down.
Sales are down. You're dropping fast. Like you're about to go out of business. So we gotta get something. All right. So yours is you're gonna reformulate? Is that what you said? Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see what chat says. Here we go.
Nate is reformulating. He's making the bold move to swap out artificial sweeteners for a clean label alternative. The cost. Reformulating means temporary production delays. You'll be out of stock for at least 4 weeks. Your high-end retail collabs are pissed because their shelves are empty. The payoff. Fitness bros immediately trust your brand again. Influencers start hyping the all-natural switch as a W for clean eating.
What?
Your referral-based loyalty program kicks in hard. Your customers brag about switching to your brand in group chats and gym circles.
Come on.
Your brand took a hit but survived. Your new clean formula could make you a category leader, but can you recover from the lost revenue? Heck, mid-game status check. Both brands just took big risks to win over their audience. Let's see where you stand. Sarah, Luxury water, wealthy eco-conscious millennials. Glass-only pivot, higher brand prestige, stronger pricing power. TikTok UGC is now boosting virality. Short-term financial hit from switching materials. Nate, protein ice cream, hardcore fitness bras. Artificial sweetener swap, brand trust restored. Referral program is fueling word of mouth. Lost 4 weeks of production, putting retail partnerships at risk. Round 4, competitor attack. All right, just as you're stabilizing your business, a major competitor is coming for you. The challenge. Sarah, a competing luxury water brand just launched, and they're selling it in refillable aluminum bottles. They're positioning themselves as even more sustainable than you.
Dang it.
Nate, Halo Top just dropped a clean label version of their ice cream, and they're undercutting you on price. Time to defend your turf. Sarah, you're up first. How do you respond to the aluminum bottle threat?
Okay. Oh, no, it's just going to have me respond? It's not going to give me like options.
There's no option.
There's no options. It's just like, how do you respond? Okay. All right. So let's go back here. So all of a sudden we have a kind of rode the wave of these two consumer changes that came into the market. Yeah. And now all of a sudden we have a competitor that's coming in and trying to attack my business. How dare you, competitor? For me, they're coming in with refillable aluminum bottles. They're even more sustainable than my glass bottle brand, which is technically true. Glass is incredibly difficult to make. It's not very easy to recycle, and it's also really hard to ship. So they're positioning themselves as the real choice for eco-conscious customers. Oh, okay. So it's going to give me options. All right, here we go. This is a stressful game. I see now why brand founders are like really stressed out all the time. You poor people. Shout out.
Welcome. By the way, welcome to it.
OG.
This is the funnest, most relaxing thing I've done all week.
Poor Nate's like, this is my life. Why are we playing a game about my life?
Do you know how much I spent on ads yesterday of real money?
Hey, I'm going to win this game, okay? Sarah's going to be a good brand founder. Here we go. This is the most fun I've ever had. Okay, here we go. You know what we need to make? We need to make a board game, like a D2C Monopoly.
You should do a bracket of this, of all the D2C influencers.
Oh, you mean like all the influencers will come on and play the game with me?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, I'm going to reach out to some people. This is the most fun game I've ever played.
Have them play against each other when they come on and you host it.
I should. I want to see you and Barry Hot do a showdown. Okay, onward. We're 24 minutes in. Holy God, we really do. This episode's going to go out on all of my socials for the next 6 weeks. So people are going to get real annoyed with me, but I don't even care because this is the most fun I've ever had. Here we go. Great. Okay, I'm ready for my options.
All right. Sarah, your competitor is pushing aluminum bottles as the superior sustainable option. You need to fight back before they steal your eco-conscious customers. Your options: flip the narrative, run an aggressive campaign explaining why glass is actually superior for purity.
Child, this is a bad time to do this. Baby thinks I'm on a call. I can't help. Sorry.
Thanks for telling us where that thing was.
You're welcome, sweetheart.
I just wanted to say thank you.
Oh, you're so nice, baby. Thank you. I'll be off in a little bit, okay? Thank you. This is why.
Was that
always
real?
Be nice to your kid.
Was
always
that
be
real?
nice.
He was really just going to come and say thank you.
He just wanted to say thank you. My kids are the best. This is why, again, parenting tip 101. Don't ever get mad at your kid for what they're doing because they might just want to come say thank you.
They're just the best kids ever.
And so I'm like, okay, don't get mad. He's only 4. Don't get mad. He doesn't know you're on a podcast. What do you want? I'm sorry. I can't help you. He's like,
I just wanted to say thank you.
That's unbelievable.
Ow. Hurts my heart. All right. This episode's going to be like 8 years long.
All right, Sarah, your competitor is pushing aluminum bottles as the superior sustainable option. You need to fight back before they steal your eco-conscious customers. Your options: flip the narrative.
Okay.
Run an aggressive campaign explaining why glass is actually superior for purity, taste, and recyclability, even if it's more expensive. Join the trend. Introduce a limited edition aluminum bottle to test demand, even though it might confuse your brand positioning. Go ultra premium. Double down on glass as a luxury experience, marketing it as the champagne of water, making the aluminum competitor look cheap. Sarah, what's your move?
No! This is so hard.
This is a good game.
This is such a fun game. I came up with this in 5 minutes before we did this episode. I'm telling you, man, people don't use chat in the right way. You should be making games with chat is what you should be doing. All right. What do we think here? All right. My gut feeling is I need to go ultra premium. But I might introduce a limited edition aluminum bottle and see what happens. I might just throw I might throw Chad a bone and be like, all right, let's see what happens if we do this. My gut, just for the record, is to go ultra premium, but I'm not going to choose that one. Mostly because I think just because of the way this game is going, it's going to take us 8 years to get to the end of this thing. And I think I could pivot. I think I can pivot into aluminum.
Okay.
You won't smile like this is a bad decision, and I'm scared now. Damn it. All right. Okay, I choose number 2. I'm going to join the trend and introduce a limited edition aluminum bottle.
Sarah is adapting. She's launching a limited edition aluminum bottle to test
Mistake.
the brand, even though it might blur her luxury positioning.
Oh, no.
The cost. Developing aluminum bottles isn't cheap, and your glass supply partners aren't happy. Your brand messaging is at risk of confusion.
Oh,
Are
no.
you a luxury glass brand or a sustainable aluminum brand? The payoff. Your TikTok UGC blitz goes wild. Creators start making glass versus aluminum content, driving engagement.
Hey.
Your AI-driven personalization helps segmented targeting.
Thank you.
You push glass to
Good
high-end
choice.
buyers and aluminum to eco-conscious millennials. You successfully neutralize the competitor. They don't steal your market share, but you now have 2 competing brand narratives to manage. You've survived, but now you need to figure out how to balance 2 product identities. Nate, your turn.
All right.
I'm so glad I chose that AI-driven stuff. That was a good
it's coming
choice.
in handy.
It's coming in real handy.
Yeah, go figure
Yeah.
that Chat GPT is biased towards having your AI customization solution work for every possible outcome. Chat's like, yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I got this. 100%. You definitely should choose that because AI and I'm chat. Yes. All right. So Sarah's surviving. I'm doing all right. Sounds like this was a really good decision.
I
for my
thought it was a
particular
big
brand.
mistake because you made the decision by saying, my gut says this, but I'm going to do
so
this
true.
instead.
So
I'm like,
true.
that's not how you grow brands.
The reason I chose to pivot though and do 2 products is mostly because going ultra premium just increases my COGS. And as a business, I got to stay in business and keep my costs low, especially since the majority of what I'm pulling in acquisition wise is organic. If the organic consumers change what they do, I'm screwed. So I have to pivot on product just to be able to future-proof the business.
Cool.
All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do Nate's.
All right, Nate. Halo Top just launched a clean label protein ice cream, and they're undercutting you on price. Your high-end retail collabs are now reconsidering your placement. You need to respond before they steal your market share. Your options: expose them. Run a campaign highlighting that their clean formula is actually missing key nutrients for fitness performance and isn't optimized for serious athletes. Go full lifestyle brand. Position your ice cream as part of a bigger performance food movement, emphasizing elite athletes, bodybuilders, and high performance living. Drop your price and compete head on. Sacrifice margins to match or beat Halo Top's pricing and keep your retail partners happy. Nate, what's your move?
All right.
Easy.
Easy. All right.
Expose them.
Which one do you pick? You want to
Expose
expose
'em.
them?
Let's go all in. My guys are hardcore.
Oh, you are
Hardcore
such a
guys.
a bold marketer, and I appreciate that about you because you don't ever shy away from any sort of challenge. You're like, fuck it, we're gonna go at it so hard.
My guys are hardcore.
Yeah.
There's a lot of testosterone. They're going to respect this. My influencers are going to get behind it. The loyalty program is going to go crazy. Watch.
I
Retail,
think you're right.
I'll be honest,
I mean,
is on the rocks right now. But
retail is on the rocks. To Nate's credit, he knows his consumer incredibly well. He also knows emotionally what these people want from their products. So let's see what happens. Here we go.
Nate is going on the offensive. He's launching a campaign to expose Halo Top's clean label formula as nutritionally inferior for serious athletes. The cost. This move escalates the battle. Halo Top might fire back with their own counter marketing. Your brand is now in an open fight. If your claims aren't airtight, this could backfire. Some retailers don't like controversy and might be hesitant to fully back your product. The payoff. Fitness influencers rally behind your message, calling out the clean label myth.
Called it.
Your referral-based loyalty program kicks into overdrive. Your hardcore fitness audience starts actively defending your product online. Your brand cements itself as the serious athlete's choice. Halo Top now looks like a casual fitness ice cream. You survived the price war without dropping your margins, but now you're in a full-on marketing battle. Will you come out on top? Hash final round, last big business decision.
Okay, final round.
All right, both of you have fought off major threats, adapted to market shifts, and stayed in the game. Now it's time for your final business decision. Rolling for final scenario. Sarah, an opportunity arises. A global airline wants to carry your water as their premium in-flight brand, but they'll only take your aluminum version, not the glass one. Nate, you get an unexpected investor offer. A major supplement company wants to acquire your brand for $50 million, but you'd have to give up control. This is your last major call. Sarah, do you take the airline deal and risk shifting too far from luxury, or do you decline and double down on exclusivity?
Oh, okay. All right. So final round here. Two things are coming up in the market. For myself, it sounds like a global airline wants to carry my water as like a premium in-flight, but they only want the aluminum version. So, hey, shout out to former Sarah who decided to go aluminum.
Well, we'll see if it pays off. We'll see.
You're so confident. Okay. And then Nate, you have an unexpected investor offer. So it sounds like a supplement company wants to acquire your brand for $50 million, but you'd have to give up control entirely.
Yeah, don't love the sound of that.
I knew you would. Last major call of the game. Who's going to win? Is it going to be me or is it going to be Nate? Oh, this game is so fun. Okay, here we go.
Hold on. Explain your decision before you make it.
All right.
You probably shouldn't be doing this the whole time.
I know. I have decided to turn down this offer. I'm not going to go with this global airline.
Good.
Mostly because they only want my aluminum version, which means they're only going to buy one specific product from me. And right now, the majority of my revenue is coming in through the influencers and through just cultural trends that are happening on social. If I partner with an airline, it kind of sticks me into a very specific hole. Mm-hmm. Like it pushes me into a different type of brand. And psychologically, I don't know that this will hit well with a much larger market group, which is like the consumer. So, I mean, to Scotty-O's point, like it's a marketing opportunity. There's a lot of product and like I could probably go pretty far with this, but my gut feeling is to turn it down.
They're going to be
I'm going with my gut on this one.
They're going to be such a hassle to work with. They're going to nickel and dime you every step of the way. And they're trying to position your non-premium product as the premium product.
Yes.
You don't want that.
I agree with you on this one. Yeah. Oddly enough, the last time I was like, ooh, I shouldn't go with my gut. I should go, which is weird. This time I'm like, I should definitely go with my gut. Man, this is an interesting experience. Gut-driven brand. I mean, to my defense, I would never choose a water like based product to like build a brand around. I'm not competing with Liquid Death. Like, ain't nobody gonna go into that market. But in this particular case, I think I'm making the right decision here. Let's see what chat says.
Let's do it.
Okay, I'm gonna choose to turn down the airline offer.
Sarah is turning down the airline deal. The cost. You're walking away from a massive distribution opportunity and guaranteed revenue. The competitor with aluminum bottles might take the deal instead, boosting their visibility. The payoff. Your brand stays exclusive and premium. You don't dilute your luxury image by becoming an airplane water. High-end customers continue to see your brand as aspirational.
Thank you.
You're the Louis Vuitton of water, not just another drink option.
Huge.
You keep control over your narrative and avoid brand confusion between glass and aluminum. You made the long-term brand play instead of chasing quick volume. Will that decision pay off in the long run?
Thank you.
We'll find out in the final results. Nate, your final decision.
All right. Hey, thank you, chat. That's some incredibly validating.
Pretty much what we thought was going to happen.
Yeah, it was like you did good job, Sarah. All right, Nate. You're trying to decide. Major supplement company is trying to acquire you for $50 million, but you got to give up all control of your business.
Yeah, I'm turning it down.
You're going to turn it down too?
Yeah, I'm turning it down. All of my success so far has been like staying true to us and like getting the influencer community to rally around me.
Yeah.
And to refer people through the loyalty program. Selling out is going to tank the brand.
Oh, all right. All right. Let's see what chat says.
Nate is rejecting the $50 million buyout. The cost. You're walking away from a life-changing payday. If your brand struggles to scale further, you might regret not selling at its peak. The supplement company could invest in a rival brand instead, making competition even tougher. The payoff. You keep control. Your vision, your brand, your direction. You get the chance to scale beyond $50 million and build something truly dominant in the fitness space.
True.
Your audience and retail partners see your commitment. They trust you're here for the long run, not a quick exit. You're betting on yourself. If you can push the brand past its current ceiling, this could be the best decision of your career. Final results. Who won the $100 million market?
All right. Before we get the results, I want to know who you think won.
Well, all right. Let me point out one flaw in the game. Nowhere in this game.
There's no flaws in this game.
Nowhere in this game did it let me choose to spend $50,000 a day on Facebook ads, which is what I would have done, and it would have done.
So true.
So
there was no option for like paid advertising,
social.
which I found interesting. I kind of like that though, because it takes out the ability for you to control like that piece of it. All right.
I think it's going to say you won.
Really? Oh, interesting. Why?
Even though I think, because I think it's biased. No, because I think
we did run it through Sarah's chat.
Right.
So,
yeah, because I think it's rigged. No, because I think like you're coming off, I think, a better story and like a better perceived momentum swing. Whereas like, well, I'm going to have to be the one to do the press of like, we just turned down an offer. Yeah. I think like that's not as relatable to people. Yeah. I don't know.
Could be. I have a hard time with this one because I honestly think you have the better brand. You have the better brand.
And
the problem is
I also have a more functional product.
You do.
Matters.
Yeah. Yours also goes to a little bit of a niche like customer base, which sometimes can cause who really like the decisions you made in the past. Your audience is also highly loyal to what you have. My audience seems like they get pissed no matter what I do.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
It doesn't matter like whether I choose the correct option or not. They're going to get pissed. So I still think I'm going to win. And there's only one reason why. It's not because Sarah's a better marketer. This is like, this game is so funny. It's mostly because my market is bigger. My market is just bigger than yours. You're in a niche market. And I think just by way of like accidentally stumbling into water. The better market with chat, I personally think I'm probably going to win.
What are we betting on the win here?
I will bet you a box of Snickers.
Deal.
Or paydays, because that's what I prefer.
You. That's a good deal.
Paid it for you.
A full box,
Snickers
like
for
a
you.
24 pack or
like the big box.
Yeah.
Big box.
Okay. Good deal.
God, you crack me up. Okay. All right. Who's ready to see who won the challenge of $100 million marketing draft? Is it me? Is it Nate? Let's see who won. Wouldn't it be funny if chat came back and was like, you both lost. You went bankrupt. That's the end of the game.
Nate actually took a full-time job with an up-and-coming watch company.
He exited nicely. Oh my God. Okay.
What if it was like,
all right, we're ready.
Nate got canceled for sending drunk tweets that he shouldn't have sent. the brand shuts down.
100%. Sarah decides to go back to being a stay-at-home mom and quits her job. That's the end of that. She just decided marketing was not for her. The end. This is an interesting, like a very interesting segue into like business is hard, everybody. Like stuff happens that is not in your control literally at all. And you have no idea what.
Do you know what's harder about business?
What?
There's no one that narrates it for you.
So
like,
true.
This stuff could be happening for 90 days before you realize it's happening to your business.
God,
and then you don't have a clear enough view of actually what's going on. Like, that's what's hard.
I know. With chat, at least it can be like, hey, I foresee all these things happening.
Here's also potential things to do.
Yeah, here's potential things you could do to fix it. And meanwhile, the brand founders listening to this podcast are like, I wish to God someone would have told me that.
If you're a CMO, this is how you should be talking to your CEO, by the way. Like, hey, here's what's going on. Here's what we can do about it. What do you want to do?
Here's the options. Which way do you pick? A, B, C, or D. Okay, here we go. Final results. I'm thinking it's going to be me, but here we go. Okay, we're ready for final results. Who won?
All right. After a wild game of pivots, market chaos, and big decisions, it's time to declare a winner of the $100 marketing draft. Final year one revenue results. Sarah. Year one revenue, $85 million.
Hey,
biggest strength, exclusive high margin luxury positioning. Biggest risk, balancing glass versus aluminum branding long term. Nate, protein ice cream brand. Year one revenue, $72 million. Biggest strength, deep loyalty and trust with hardcore fitness customers. Biggest risk, losing momentum after declining the $50 million buyout. Final verdict, Sarah wins on short-term business success. Nate wins on long-term potential, but the audience decides the true winner. Who played the better game? Who built the stronger brand? Which company would you invest in? That's a wrap on the $100 million marketing draft.
That's a good game.
Oh, I loved it.
Congrats
That was
on
so fun.
the win. Expect a
won.
box of paydays at your house.
Yeah, big box payday. I want.
For the record, 72 million in ice cream is nuts.
I know. I was
I mean, I know I lost, but
dang.
damn.
That's insane, especially
good number
considering
still.
like how many different things that you had to like come up against when the consumers were just like, we don't know that we want to partner with you anymore. You cleaned up nice.
It's not bad.
I mean, good episode. Good
Should have
episode.
sold water.
guys.
This is a cool game.
I'm so glad you liked it. I'm going to do more of this. Now we're just going to do games for the
I'm telling you.
entirety of the rest of the year.
Build a bracket and make people face
Yes,
on this.
100%.
All right, everybody. That's the rigged marketing game.
So
Please drop some comments if you think I was the real winner here. Please dissect our decisions.
100%.
And if you want to come on and play the game,
yes,
hit us
come
up.
play this game with us because now I got to see. Like, is Sarah just lucky on this one? If I start winning a lot, we might change it to a different chat instance and see whether my chat's just biased.
Do you pay for chat?
It might be. Yeah.
So it's like, so chat is following the "Don't bite the hand that feeds you."
100%. It's like we got to make sure Sarah's happy at the end. Of this
Like, what's the name on the credit card you gave to me? Sarah? Yeah, Sarah won.
Is it Sarah? Sarah definitely won. She's just a better marketer, really. That's what it is.
No, honestly, better in industry.
That's amazing. Better industry. That's what I think too in this particular
Yeah.
instance. All right. Where can people find you? if they want to follow you.
At Nate Legos on Twitter, Technical and Practical Podcast. That's it. And
I
then
love it. Okay.
Currently a customer of Tether Insights, if anyone's interested.
Hey,
Tell 'em about
go
that,
check
Sarah.
us out. Tether Insights. Go check us out, tetherinsights.io. We are currently, as far as I know, the only D2C brand that can help you with consumer insights that are both psychologically and emotionally focused. We are studying not just behavior and demographics, but we're also studying the deeper, more emotional needs that people actually use to purchase products. So if you want to know the real reasons why your customers are purchasing so that you can profit faster, then come check us out at tetherinsights.io. Follow me at Sarah Levinger anywhere you consume content. Please, dear God, share this episode because this one's so fun.
This is a
And
cool
I want to
episode.
do more. I want to do more of it, and I'm terrified now.
We should
that that
become
was
the game show
just a
hosts
fluke.
of D2C.
We so should.
All right. I hope you enjoyed that. Remember, people matter. Thanks for listening. We'll be back with Summer Haley. I know I keep promising that, but we really will. They'll be back. We have a phenomenal guest coming up next week, Rachel Tipograph from Micmac. Coming up next week. That's going to be a blast. And thanks for listening. Watch, subscribe, check us out on the YouTube. And just a reminder, Brain Driven Brands comes out every Tuesday and Thursday, a little shorter shows. This one's a little longer because it was just so amazing. I think this is one of the best shows we've done. It's one of the more popular ones. All right, everybody, have a great day. And you know what the end is. Bye-bye.
Hey there, this is Haley from Quickfire, and they want me to read this so you know what this podcast is part of and how to find out more if you want. Always Off Brand is a production of Quickfire LLC and a part of the Learn and Laugh series on the Quickfire Podcast Network. For more information, go to quickfirenow.com. Have a good one, and thanks for listening.